missed your presence, but I'm glad you're back for tonight's ASMR gym workout. Tonight I'm training the entire upper body, so chest, shoulders, back, biceps, and triceps. I'm sure you'll feel much more relaxed. Let go of all the stress and anxiety. And even learn a few tips for each of the body size. We're starting off easy with the warm-up. We want to prime the joints and all the muscles. So you can squeeze out the maximum out of them. I'll have to stretch as well. Before I start, to enhance the range of motion, warm-up is key to injury prevention. So we're taking it seriously. We are not rushing today. We're waking up the body. Let's prime those shoulders with low raises. Match the breath to the movement. And now we're ready. As I work out in the background, destroying those muscles, I invite you to put everything down. This moment is just for you. However, in case you're in the gym and would like to follow, feel free to do so. But there's nothing you must do right now. Just imagine you're drifting like a leaf floating on a warm, slow stream. We're starting off with the military press. Strong shoulders come from control, not momentum. You want to stand tall and feel grounded through the feet. The military press is perfect for fixing the posture in general. After sitting behind a desk all week, the military press is the key to unlock healthy posture. My first step for the military press is to squeeze your glutes and abs before every rep. Before pressing, gently tighten your glutes and brace your core. This creates a stable base so your shoulders can work without your lower back compensating. Stability equals strength and longevity. I hope you're enjoying the workouts. And I hope you let your problems become small, distant blobs on the horizon. You don't need to carry today's load. I will do the lifting while you relax and let go. Of all your problems built up throughout the week. everything that's heavy to slide away on the next exhale. Another tip for the military press is to press slightly back, not straight up. The weight should travel in a subtle arc towards your face and finishing over midfoot. This keeps your shoulders in their strongest and safest position and reduces unnecessary strain on the front delts and spine. Let's flex those shoulders and arms mid-set. To keep track of the progress. Today, we're not rushing. We're sculpting a physique and resetting our minds to a base layer. Listen to the quiet between sounds. Let's get into the final set. Going all in. Pushing to failure. My final tip for the military press is to stop just short of lockout. Because fully locking the elbows transfers tension away from the muscles and into the joints. So keep a very slight bend when pressing up. There was some great and very honest work. Now that the shoulders are primed up, show some love to the lads. Tonight, I'm using straps for enhanced grip. And to protect my hands. I've been getting quite a few calluses lately. So I want to make sure I protect the skin. With the pull-ups, let the shoulders stretch at the bottom. No rush. We have all the time in the world for controlled and honest reps. We're not chasing reps. We're chasing quality. The pull-ups can be quite strenuous. So I focus on the period between sets to fully relax and recover. One way to achieve that are mindful breaths. And I invite you to breathe with me. Inhale on 2. 1, 2. And let go into 1, 2. Now close your eyes and repeat again. Big inhale in 2. 1, 2. And let go into 1, 2. Fantastic. And we're ready for our next set. My first tip for the pull-ups is to initiate with the lats, not the arms. Before bending your elbows, think about pulling your shoulders down becomes deeper, slower, and more effective. Everything inside you is allowed to rest. There's nothing to fix, only to be with this soft stillness. You are held by your breath, by your body, and by this moment. When you're ready, you may carry this calm with you, gently, slowly. Let's get into the next set. Let's focus on pausing briefly at the top. Hold the top position for half a second while keeping the chest open. This reinforces proper mechanics and builds real pulling strength. It also forces calm, controlled breathing instead of rushing reps. But now, feel the gentle weight of your clothes, the coolness of the air on your cheek. Hush. The world becomes a hush of soft slow, steady pulse of calm moves through you from head to toe. Tiny breaths, like feathers, light, easy, and effortless. But now it's time for the last set. Here, we're controlling the descent. Lower yourself for about 3 seconds. Eccentric control increases muscle growth and joint strength. And now, back to the front body. Let's destroy the chest with a dumbbell bench press. I chose dumbbells because dumbbells let each side of the chest work honestly. I feel like I get a much deeper stretch at the bottom versus the traditional barbell bench press. And deeper stretch and range of motion equals muscle growth. Definitely a mid-pump check between sets has to be done. To keep track of the progress. But you feel free to put everything down and picture your thoughts as clouds. Watch them pass without holding on. Let's feel the chest opening at the bottom. My first tip is to lower deeper than you press. Let the dumbbells sink slowly until you feel a gentle stretch across the chest. This stretch is where growth starts. As long as the shoulders feel comfortable, depth is your advantage. Hence the warm-up at the beginning. To increase the range of motion. That in turn allows for a deeper stretch, resulting in muscle growth. I want to say it's always such an honor to spend time and be together with you. Here's what I know about you. I know you're the type of person. You value your time. And you value information that can help you take care of your health. So I hope you're enjoying the tips. My second tip is a slight inward arc on the way up. You want to press the dumbbells up and slightly towards each other without touching them. Because this follows the natural line of the chest muscles and creates a fuller contraction at the top of each rep. safe here. You're allowed to let go. Notice your breath. Nothing to change, only to follow. My final tip for the dumbbell bench press is a neutral wrist position. You want to keep your wrists stacked directly over elbows. When your wrists bend back, force leaks away, and joints take the stress. Neutral wrists make the press feel smoother and stronger with less effort. Okay, let's shift gears to the back and lats. With dumbbell rows. This is about feeling the back, not swinging the weight. Let's keep the movement quiet and controlled. My first piece of advice for the dumbbell rows is to pull towards your hip. Because rowing towards the hip shifts the emphasis to the lats rather than the upper traps. Imagine dragging the dumbbell along your side. This creates width and thickness in the back. Let me know down below if you're enjoying the workouts. And if you made it this far, let me know. What would you like to know or see more of? As you can see, I'm completely finished now. The dumbbell rows are quite exhausting, especially with the 30 kg dumbbells. But you don't need to carry today's load. Pass it on to me, and I'll carry it. Allow everything that's heavy slide away on the next exhale. My second tip for the dumbbell rows is to square the shoulders at the bottom. At the bottom of each rep. Let the shoulder stretch slightly without twisting your torso. Stability keeps tension exactly where you want it, and prevents momentum from taking over. You can leave your worries at the door and come back to them later if you wish. Notice how your chest softens when you choose not to hold on onto your problems. safe here. You're allowed to let go. A slow, steady pulse of calm moves through you from head to toe with each breath, with each exhale. Your body is melting into the support beneath you, sinking deeper with ease. Picture your thoughts as clouds. Watch them pass without holding on. Just freely floating with the breeze. I know this is the perfect thing for you to listen to at this exact moment in time, and you will feel better. After watching this, no matter if you want to let go of your anxiety, stress, or just simply relax, what you're hearing today is meant just for you. My final tip for the dumbbell rows is to squeeze at the top. You want to pause for 1 to 2 seconds at the top gives the brain how a strong back contraction should feel like. Amazing. I was so finished after this set. I almost fell over. But now let's focus on the biceps. With the cable row, biceps curl. This has become one of my favorite biceps exercises. I've only picked it up a few weeks ago, but I've been loving it ever since. Due to the control and isolation in targeting the biceps. We want to let the cable do its job. Because thanks to the cable, tension is constant and never disappears. I can assure you this one will burn. But we're here for it. My first tip is to have your elbows slightly forward. You want to position your elbows just in front of your torso to stretch the long head of the biceps. This small adjustment dramatically increases muscle activation without needing heavier weight. My second tip for the cable rope biceps curl are slow negatives. You want to lower your weight over 3 to 4 seconds ideal for growth and muscle activation. Finally, open the rope at the top as you curl. Separate the rope ends and rotate your hands outward. I have to admit, I failed to do that slightly towards the end. Because I was going to failure. The technique wasn't as strong. But the nights last. But definitely not least, exercise is the single arm triceps pushdown. One arm at a time, no compensation. My first piece of advice is to lock the elbow in place. Imagine your elbow is glued to your side. Only the forearm moves. This isolates the triceps and removes help from the shoulders or torso. Secondly, you want to fully extend and pause. At the bottom of the rep, straighten the arm completely and pause briefly. This is where the triceps are fully shortened and respond best to tension. Let's see it in action. Straighten the arm completely and second. And let's do it again on the other side. To balance each side. Amazing. Listen to the quiet between sounds. My last tip. For the triceps pushdown is to use lighter weight. If the cable starts swinging or your body moves, the weight is too heavy. Lighter weight allows full control. Better contraction and quieter reps. So just to sum it up, with the triceps push down, you want to firstly lock the elbow in place. Then fully extend and pause at the bottom. And finally, use lighter weight. For maximum control. That was the last exercise. And now, let's see what we've built tonight. This is the part most people skip, but it matters. The posture check. Stand tall. Head over shoulders. And squeeze the biceps as much as you can. I'm extremely happy with tonight's workout, and I hope you are too. I hope you are able to relax, switch off, and find some inspiration. If you want to see more